Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had an update on the Fallout series for some time, but we've got one now, and this comes to us courtesy of Deadline. So, if you enjoy this quick update, please do hit subscribe. Please do give the video a like. January is a really weird time on YouTube. Everything sort of dips and dives, so make sure you do hit subscribe. We've got a lot of people that watch that are not subscribed, so it'd be good if you did. Side note as well, memberships, Patreon in the description box, as well as my second channel. But let's check it out. So we'd first heard about this a long time ago, like a seriously long time ago, and it almost seemed like this was just going to die a death, basically. Mainly because there was a lot of stuff which was announced pre-COVID. Then COVID happened, has boosted budgets up much higher than what they were previously projected as. That, you know, because there's additional testing, time, everything. Yeah, it's just changed, you know, the landscape and budgets of, you know, I think something that's like a 25% increase or something like that. It's mental. Which, side note, there was actually an Event Horizon series announced for Amazon Prime, which we've heard nothing of since. And I had previously thought it was dead. I thought that was done. I thought it was just completely disappeared and was never happening now. However, this now gives me some hope, because this is something which we hadn't heard of for some time, and now we got some news. I don't know what the hell that was. Fucking, I'll stop doing shit like that. But anyway, here we go. So, Fallout. This is the Fallout TV series. Kilter Films TV series based on games, moving forward at Prime Video, so Amazon Prime, with Jonathan Nolan directing. Okay. And that's the duo set of showrunners, right? So, who's that? That is Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy's Kilter Films. So, Jonathan Nolan looks to be directing, and then both of them look to be the showrunners. So, let's take a look. It's an exclusive to Deadline, hence the Deadline article. Prime Video series adaptation of the worldwide best-selling game franchise Fallout from Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy's Kilter Films is coming together. FYI, isn't it fascinating how we're now suddenly getting a load of game adaptations for like TV series? I mean, we're getting The Last of Us, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Fallout. Cool. It's a cool time to be alive. Also Halo, actually. Sorry, and Halo as well. That's 3 major key big franchises coming together. Not coming together, but coming together with a studio and actually putting something out there. Could be a bag of balls and could be horrendous, but still, I think it's an interesting time to be alive in, you know, in sort of entertainment industry. Anyway, I think that's great. So Nolan is set to direct the premiere of this series, which is slated to begin production this year, 2022. God, it's weird to say it's 2022. Now, it's really important to note as well, So just to break it down, it makes sense that Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy's Kilter Films are showrunners, right? And it makes sense that Jonathan Nolan is the director of the premiere. Why? Because as showrunners, they dictate everything creatively moving forwards, and will also like sign off on scripting and things like that. But also, Jonathan Nolan will establish the aesthetic by which every other director will try to follow suit with. So that makes sense, and it's also a really good position that the initial director is also the showrunner, because then they have a better creative control and a better creative handle on things. So not only will they then direct it, but they'll go, right, okay, here we go. Let's move forwards with this. This is no change, no, do this. A great example of that would be Raised by Wolves, the HBO Max series, which loads of people think is Ridley Scott's. It's actually not. He didn't write it. It was written by someone completely outside of it. He's obviously added his aesthetic. Why? Because he was the director of the premiere episode. That's how it works. And then I'm pretty certain he's on board as showrunner, or at least executive producer. But the point is, the initial director tends to establish that aesthetic moving forwards. And other directors will try to hit those directorial cues as well. So good. It makes sense. Now, Geneva Robertson Durrett, Captain Marvel, and Graham Wagner have come on board as showrunners, so they're on board as well. And the world of Fallout is one where the future envisioned by Americans in the late 1940s explodes upon itself through a nuclear war in 2077. The magic of the Fallout world is the harshness of the wasteland set against the previous generation's utopian idea of a better world through nuclear energy. Well, you know, if you believe in climate change and, you know, being green, nuclear is actually the way to go. Just, you know, side note. It is serious and harsh in tone, yet sprinkled with moments of ironic humour. It's actually a very, very funny series. It's a great game series. absolutely love it. So Fallout the TV series is from Amazon Studios and Kilter Films in association with Bethesda Game Studios and Bethesda Softworks, with executive producers Nolan Joy and Athena Wickham for Kilter Films, Todd Howard for Bethesda Game Studios, and James Altman for Bethesda Softworks. So they're on board, Bethesda. But it doesn't. I mean, how much they'll be involved in the day-to-day things is they are probably just on board as, you know, like leaders of the franchise and like legacy leaders, I guess. Now, the Fallout franchise has posted record sales and received dozens of game awards, and then it did hit the fan, didn't it? With what was it? Fallout, was it 2077? I think I can't even remember what it was. A garbage thing that got released and people were like, this is crap, what are you talking about? And they're ripping people off and making them pay and stuff like that. Ugh. Anyway, so following months of deal-making, Amazon Studios in summer 2020 licensed the rights to the game for Nolan and Joy to develop a TV adaptation under their big overall deal with the streamer and handed the project a series commitment. The announcement was accompanied by an Easter egg video teasing the project. I did a video at the time, which is actually here as well. This is the initial statement anyway. So it says, Fallout is one of the greatest game series of all time. Each chapter of this insanely imaginative story has cost us countless hours we could have spent with family and friends, so we're incredibly excited to partner with Todd Howard and the rest of the brilliant lunatics at Bethesda to bring this massive, subversive and darkly funny universe to life with Amazon Studios. Great statement. Now this is a rare directing gig for Nolan, who made his directorial debut with an episode of the CBS series Person of Interest, which he created and executive produced. He went on to direct the pilot of the HBO's Westworld, which is a great pilot, actually, just as an FYI. That was a great pilot, which he co-created and executive produced with Joy, as well as the Season 1 finale and Season 3 premiere of the acclaimed series, slated to return for Season 4 this year. Robert Durrett co-wrote Captain Marvel, so that's pretty bad, and also 2018's Tomb Raider, which is again pretty bad. Both those films were not great. Wagner served as executive producer on Portlandia and co-executive producer on Silicon Valley and Baskets. This is the little teaser. It's not particularly, I can't play it. I think it's got some, I'm pretty certain it's got copyrighted music. But there you go. So it's moving forward. We've got, you know, updates. It's happening. He's going to be directing the opening episode. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Nice to see updates on these things. Good to see it moving forwards. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much. Take care.